Are you feeling overwhelmed by life, consumed by stress, anxiety, and a constant sense of worry? Does it feel like the weight of your responsibilities and challenges is too much to bear? If this resonates with you, then take a moment to pause and reflect. For those of us who are workaholics, always striving, pushing, and feeling the relentless pressure to achieve and do more, the message is simple. This is for you. If peace seems elusive, if you're yearning for calm amidst the chaos, this is also for you. Consider these timeless words of comfort. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He invites us to rest in green pastures, to find serenity by still waters. His guidance restores our weary souls, leading us along righteous paths for His glory. Even when we traverse the darkest valleys, there is no need to fear, for He is with us. His protection and care bring us solace. He prepares a feast for us, even in the presence of adversaries. He anoints us with blessings, and His goodness overflows in our lives. Surely, His mercy and love will follow us all our days, and we will dwell in His presence forever. True rest comes from trusting that He is watching over us, providing for us, and ensuring our needs are met. When we lean on Him, we discover a peace that surpasses understanding. Jesus offers this peace, inviting us to release our burdens and find solace in His presence. With Him close by, anxious thoughts lose their grip, and the mind finds clarity and rest. But as long as we rely solely on our own strength, attempting to manage everything ourselves, peace will remain out of reach. Many people strive to control outcomes, manipulate situations, and secure what they believe they need. Yet this approach often leads to frustration and exhaustion. Jesus, the Good Shepherd, extends a compassionate invitation. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. In the busyness of life, Jesus calls us from the rush into the hush. John Ortberg, in his book The Life You've Always Wanted, reminds us that sleep is a divine gift, an act of trust. Each night as we close our eyes, we acknowledge that the world remains in God's hands, not ours. Life continues seamlessly without our intervention, and when morning comes, we awaken to another day filled with His grace. Worry, as Chuck Swindoll aptly puts it, is like pulling tomorrow's clouds over today's sunshine. It focuses on the uncertain future, an area beyond our control. The Bible teaches us that worry stems from dwelling on the unknown and uncontrollable. Instead of living in the anxieties of tomorrow, we're encouraged to focus on today. Each day comes with its own challenges, and trying to live in the future only robs us of the present. Some individuals dwell excessively on the past or the future. They are consumed by regrets over yesterday's mistakes or anxieties about tomorrow's uncertainties. But life cannot be lived backward or forward. It must be embraced moment by moment. Deuteronomy 33 verse 25 offers a comforting promise. As your days, so shall your strength be. This assurance reminds us that God provides the strength we need for each day, no more and no less. What worries occupy your thoughts? What keeps you awake at night? Perhaps it's financial instability, health concerns, relationship struggles, or fear of the unknown. Often, we mistakenly believe we can navigate life's challenges on our own, apart from God. Yet, without His guidance, we are like lost sheep, defenseless and vulnerable. Only under the care of a loving, patient shepherd can we find direction and security. The Lord, our shepherd, assures us that we have everything we need. However, many of us endure life's trials without turning to Him for help. We carry our burdens alone, believing that strength comes from self-reliance. But this mindset only deepens our struggles. God invites us to bring every problem to Him, no matter how big or small. He is not only capable but also eager to help. There is no issue too insignificant or too overwhelming for His attention. When we come to God in prayer, as the Apostle Paul advises in Philippians 4, we can present every concern before Him. Do not be anxious about anything, Paul writes, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. This practice of surrendering our worries to God cultivates a heart of faith. It reminds us of His power and reassures us that He is bigger than any challenge we face. Often, when we're overwhelmed, our thoughts spiral with what-if scenarios. What if things go wrong? What if our fears come true? In these moments, it's crucial to pause and affirm, God is bigger. This truth creates fertile ground for faith to grow. It shifts our perspective from anxiety to trust, teaching us to rely on God's strength and wisdom. Jesus emphasized this in His teachings, pointing to the natural world as evidence of God's care. Look at the birds of the air, He said. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? If God cares so deeply for His creation, how much more does He care for us? When we grasp this truth, our worries lose their power over us. God values every aspect of our being. He knows our fears, struggles, and uncertainties. The problems we face today need not define or control our lives. Instead, we can surrender them to God, trusting in His ability to work all things for good. As we lay our burdens at His feet, we experience the freedom and peace that come from His presence. Imagine praying with this heart of surrender: God, I'm afraid. I don't know what's ahead, but I trust You. I give my anxiety and worry to You, knowing You are in control. I believe You are bigger than this problem. I trust in Your love, wisdom, and power. Lead me through this challenge and I will follow. I will wake up tomorrow and do my best with what You've given me, trusting You to handle the rest. This posture of trust transforms our lives. It doesn't mean we won't face difficulties, but it does mean we face them with confidence in God's provision. We learn to live one day at a time, finding strength for today and hope for tomorrow. The journey of faith is not about avoiding challenges but about trusting God to carry us through them. With Him as our shepherd, we can rest in His care, knowing that He is always with us. Whether we walk through green pastures or shadowy valleys, His presence brings peace and comfort. So, whatever burdens weigh on your heart today, remember that you don't have to carry them alone. Bring them to God, trusting in His ability to provide, protect, and guide. He is bigger than your fears, stronger than your challenges, and more loving than you can imagine. Let this truth anchor your soul: God is with you. He sees your struggles and hears your prayers. In Him you will find the rest, peace, and strength you've been seeking. Trust Him, for He is all you need. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow and reach more people.